Here's some of the footage from this dash cam so you can get an idea of how well it looks in different environments. It has the camera on front and you can adjust that a little bit. It's got the camera on the inside as well. So if you're like an Uber or Lyft driver or you just want to see what's going on inside, you can do that. And it also comes with this rear camera. So you've got really good coverage for everything in front, behind, and inside your car. This has GPS built in. It also comes with its own micro SD card. So really, once you get this, you can just plop it into the windshield of your car, plug it in, and you are good to go. I think most people would get by just fine using the default settings on this, but let me go ahead and show you some of the options that you have. Before I do that, I just want to point out that this was sent to me so I could make this video and try it out. This is the M1 model. You do have the 3 cameras, one 4K the front, and then the other 2 are 1080p. So aside from the camera, which we'll look at later, you do get the power cord, USB-C. Here is the rear camera. It connects here to the camera here, and then you just connect it to the back. You can disconnect this part to make it easier to install. This is to help with wires, more connectors to help with wires. Then you have an angled mount if you need it and some extra adhesives, mostly if you ever have to take it off. A reset pin, and these go on the windshield. So you put this on the windshield first before you put the adhesive on so that it's easier to take off if you ever need to take it off and it doesn't damage the windshield. The camera does slide off the mount, so this little piece here, you can remove the camera easily from your windshield if you want to. You can kind of see how the camera can move a little bit up and down, and same with the inside camera, you can move this up and down just a bit. On this side is where your SD card is, or your micro SD card. And it does come with this 64 gigabyte card pre-installed. Plug in the power up top here. And because we're using the card for the first time, it wants us to format. So it's not touchscreen, so we just press the OK menu button here. So we've got both camera views right here and some indication for what is being recorded. So front is 4K, inside is 1080p. We've got the date. It looks like this was set in China because this is ahead about half a day. The power button does rotate between a screensaver that shows the clock or the live camera view. And then here is the menu. I won't go over everything, but some of the more important things to know. For example, resolution. You basically have 4K or 2K. I will change this to 2K just to save on some space. With the watermark, by default, everything is turned on. That's what I prefer, but if you want to turn it off or just have the date and time, you can do that. And the default for speed is miles per hour. It does have the option for a parking monitor, but you need a hardware kit for that. And there are some other settings, so if you want to specify how you want the clock or date and time format, time zone, things like that, you can come in here and do that. By default, there is no screensaver, but you can set it to go off after 30 seconds or a minute. And if you want to connect the app, you can turn on Wi-Fi. The app to download is the Pestio app. So with the app, you can see the live feed of the camera. You can also record, take a picture, or view the camera files. So this kind of makes it an easy way to navigate to see what files you've got on there. And you can also change some of the settings on the dash camera, so this might be easier for you than doing it on the dash cam itself. I've installed a bunch of dash cams. They're all about the same. It's pretty easy. You just put the film on your windshield, then you stick this on with the adhesive. That's really all there is to it. And then depending on what your car is like, trying to conceal or hide the cord. And then depending on your car configuration, depends on how easy it is to conceal the cord. Because this was sent to me to review, I don't feel the need to share with you how I think it looks, but you can see for yourself. This is all the footage coming from this camera. Now I did configure it to do 2.5K, and in my video editing software it's scaled down to 1080p, so just keep that in mind. This is what it looks like. I appreciate that it's a fairly simple design. The navigation I thought was fairly straightforward and easy. It's very clear everything that's going on. It's nice that it has GPS built in, so you always have that information, especially if you put that on the timestamp. 3 cameras overall, really nice dash cam.